Key Concept 1.2 is basically about agriculture and how that defined the Neolithic Revolution. It independently developed in multiple different regions, and societies began where it developed. Because if they were planting their food instead of foraging for it, they could stay in one place and wouldn't have to travel around looking for food and hunting. This really affected the development of these societies in many ways. It caused them to become more complex because you'd have specialization, stratification, patriarchy, and environmental changes, but it also led to new developments such as irrigation because they had to water their crops, and pottery and the wheels, which made it easier to trade and travel. Additionally, some groups remained pastoralist, which means they domesticated animals to travel with them nomadically, but not plants because they would still travel around, so they couldn't plant anything because they wouldn't stay where they planted it. Some vocabulary for this key concept is Neolithic Revolution, agriculture, pastoralist, surplus, and division of labor. And you need to understand these if you're going to understand the Neolithic Revolution and agriculture. This is a timeline of societies that developed because of agriculture and what happened in them. This video is about just the agricultural revolution and how the effects of it and the lifestyle of the people that were there. This map shows the regions that agriculture emerged in, and basically it's showing that if you have agriculture, you can create a society because that would cause the society to happen. For our evidence, the first picture is just of agriculture, since that was the really main development of the Neolithic Revolution, and it kind of defined it. And the second is irrigation, because it was definitely an important effect of agriculture. It was developed because people needed to water their crops, but it had a bigger effect in the long run. The first piece of evidence for this one is just a pyramid of social levels, because agriculture caused different classes and different social inequalities. In addition to just the rich and the poor divide, it caused patriarchy between men and women, because back when everyone was hunter-gatherer, the hunter's job or the man's job was equally important as the woman's job or the gatherer's job. But in this, they don't need to gather anymore because they already have the crops there. They don't need to go out and gather the crops. So the women's job became seen as less important. So women were seen as less important. And the second piece of evidence is the wheel, because it was the major invention. They could now travel a bit more effectively, and which made it easier for trade. Another one that's equally or just also important is pottery, because you can hold food in it or you can take it with you to trade somewhere. A primary source from this period would be something like cave paintings, and you can see in this one there's some sort of domestication of animals, and it shows either a pastoralist or an agricultural lifestyle.